Will Meyer, the movie guy, is with us talking about top movies at the box office this week. And first, we are starting off with Rampage.
Rampage, yes, a Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson action movie. This also stars Naomi Harris and Jeffrey Dean Morgan. This is about, it's based on a video game from the 80s where you can choose one of 3 animals to play as, and then your goal is to wreck a city. And so in this movie, the 3 animals, they grow to monstrous sizes, and it's up to Dwayne Johnson to try and stop them from destroying the city of Chicago. So it sounds like the recipe for a big, dumb action movie, and that's exactly what this movie is advertising itself as. You know, I think the actors have said in interviews, the great thing about this movie is that it knows what it is, it knows how ridiculous it is, but I think just because something is self-aware, that doesn't mean that it's actually good. I think the Sharknado sequels have proven that. This is a movie that just because it's self-aware, it certainly doesn't mean that it's funny. There are a lot of one-liners in this movie, Leslie, and I think every single one of them, I heard crickets, that they just fell flat. A couple funny moments between Dwayne Johnson and the gorilla, but really just not very funny at all. I think that the dialogue is a constant nuisance in this movie because the characters are constantly stopping to explain what's going on, and I was just thinking, why is this movie explaining anything to us? This should just be dumb, silly fun, but it had 4 screenwriters, and I think that they were at odds with each other because this movie tries to also be serious, it tries to be dark, it tries to be sentimental.
Couldn't figure out what they wanted.
Yeah, kind of tonal mess of a movie. Nobody's having much fun in this movie, and I certainly wasn't. I didn't think it was thrilling, amusing, or moving. But full disclosure, I saw this with a bunch of people. We were all on the same page going in, wanted just dumb escapist fun. Half of us were bored to tears. The other half kind of liked it. So if you're really in the mood for this, you might like it, but I certainly didn't. 1.5 out of 4 stars for me.
And wasn't he just in a movie about a video game and in the jungle?
Oh, yeah, Jumanji, yeah.
I was like, didn't we just talk about something similar? Well, and we liked that one, though, right?
Yeah, it was solid.
All right, up next, Isle of Dogs. I've seen the preview for this. Really unique, really different.
Stop motion animation film from Wes Anderson, the guy who brought us Grand Budapest Hotel, also you know, Rushmore, Fantastic Mr. Fox. This is a movie that's set 20 years in the future where there's an outbreak of canine flu, and the mayor of a Japanese city banishes them to this trash island. Then a 12-year-old boy arrives there to find his pet, and these canines decide to help him. This is a film that features the voices of Bryan Cranston, Ed Norton, Bill Murray, Jeff Goldblum, pretty much every A-list actor in Hollywood. It's a film that features everything you'd expect from a Wes Anderson movie. It's got whimsy, a lot of deadpan humor, it's colorful, incredibly detailed, and there's a lot to admire and appreciate. The animation is amazing. You could really just watch this movie with the sound off, but you wouldn't want to because the voice work is great. I love the score as well. I think that it's his most ambitious film. It's about xenophobia. There's a lot going on plot-wise, perhaps too much actually at times, but it's also this sweet, sentimental movie about it's a tribute to the sincerity and loyalty of dogs. So I love dogs, but I liked this movie. I was looking forward to this, Leslie, more than any other movie in 2018, but I liked it. I didn't love it. I wanted to. I think the characters are maybe a bit too underdeveloped. Maybe the whimsical touches are just getting a bit tired or something, but I liked it. I think it's solid, definitely worth seeing, but not great. So
all right.
3 out of 4.
3 out of 4, that's still good. That's high for you.
Yeah.
All right, our final one, Chappaquiddick. Did I say that right?
Yeah, Chappaquiddick. This depicts Ted Kennedy's involvement in the fatal 1969 car accident that claimed the life of campaign strategist Mary Jo Kopechne. It's a movie that features Jason Clarke as Ted Kennedy. This is a film that doesn't try to answer any of the lingering questions about the wreck. You know, why did he wait 9 hours to report the accident, etc. It really is just trying to humanize him, and I think it kind of succeeds at that. He emerges from this movie as a flawed human being, but we don't really understand him, what he's thinking or feeling throughout it. You know, which is, I think, the fatal flaw of this film, because we really need to be along for the ride, know whether he's a hero or villain, and we feel kind of lost without a compass. So I think that the acting is good here. I think it's an interesting look at privilege and the power that provides, but I was kind of underwhelmed by this movie overall. I think it's okay. I'd say 2.5 out of 4. You know, good, not great.
So your pick of the week, Isle of the Dogs. That's
Isle of Dogs, yeah, is the one we're seeing.
Where can we go for more information?
My Facebook page, facebook.com/Will Meyer, the movie guy.
Oops, we didn't see it there, but you can go there and find it. And as Cassie and I were talking earlier, great day to go see a movie. We'll send it over to her and